I'm already live. I am already live again here, Friday Night Alive Power Hour, with your host, Soldier of Self Mastery, straight out of Stockton, California. We are going to see what takes place today. But before we do, this is Friday Night Alive Power Hour. Once again, Soldier of Self Mastery here on a Friday night edition. What are we going to do with this program going forward? Well, I've noticed that there have been a little bit of a drop in joinees. I don't know if people are gambling again. I have no idea where those of you that used to come to this program have gone. We are going to attempt to make some great things happen here on this program today. In fact, we're going to talk about acting, and we're going to talk about more money, making more money. Are you interested in wanting to make more money? Could you use more money? That's what we're going to be talking about a little bit. But before I do, I have to do a little bit of a shout out. First of all, I want to do a shout out to those of you that do follow. And let me see, I put the comments up. We've got somebody that joined in. I want to just send out a shout out to those of you that have been supporting the mission. There's been some small donations coming in, some contributions. I thank you for that. And I have a friend, a follower by the name of Nathan, from all the way from Australia. And he sent me a song, and I'm going to play the song before we get into the program. I'm going to take on your questions, your observations, or whatever else comes up. But we're going to listen to this tune. I thought it was kind of neat. So I'm going to share it with you as we begin this Friday Night Alive broadcast with Soldier of Self Mastery. It took me a little bit to get used to this tune by Pander from Australia. I believe the guy's name is Robbie or Richie Abbey maybe. Anyways, we're going to listen to this for a few minutes, and I'm going to see if there's anybody interested in interacting with Soldier of Self Mastery. This is just a song from a friend here. We're going to visit in a little bit. You gotta listen to the tunes, though. I think it's pretty cool. Let me turn it up a little bit, just a little bit. Today's the 12th of June. It's a beautiful, beautiful Friday today out here in Stockton, California. I don't know where you are. I see there's a couple of people watching. I truly hope that your day, wherever you are, my friend, you're making it super fantastic, terrific, and over the top. All right, we're going to end the song pretty soon here and get into this program. Just so perfect. You deserve the best of everything. All right, you deserve the best of everything. Okay, my fellow soldiers and my friends, we're going to start the broadcast. I'm going to wait and see a few minutes here before I get into this. If you have a question for Soldier, you have a question for me, hey, we're just going to be here for a little bit. You know what I really wanted to talk about on this broadcast, at least share with those of us that are here. I wanted to talk about this idea of making more money and how can we generate more income? What is it that we need to be? What is it that you can be doing during this COVID-19 time capsule experience that could help you expand or build something new, right? You have an idea. By the way, if you get ideas, listen, if you get ideas, when you get ideas, I highly recommend that you write those ideas down. Write them down, my friend. Now, I can't make you do that. I will say that one of those ideas that you get may be something, excuse me, may be something that you'll be able to use later on, or you can start using it immediately. Never discard your ideas. In fact, I heard Earl Nightingale many times over and over, and he would always say that ideas, write them down. Always have a pen, always have a piece of paper, write them down on your skin if you need to. Because right now we need solutions. I know I need solutions. You need solutions, right? And we can't depend on government. We can't depend on handouts. We can't really depend on all of that, even though we're spoiled like rotten children out here in the United States, which is the truth, right? We are so we're so conditioned, we're so brainwashed into believing that we're going to sit back and receive. It doesn't work that way. By the way, thanks to Pander from Australia and Nathan Abbey from the Australian Health Show right here on YouTube. How can you make something happen? How can you make something happen if you, for instance, let me give you just a little bit, a confession if I can. Can I share a confession with you? I am not a good job person. I do not work well with jobs. I've had many jobs throughout my 54 years of living here. Well, maybe 50 years of living here, right? I'm going to be 54. Jobs have not worked well with me. For some reason, I always end up getting let go. I get an injury. Something always happens. But when it comes to building business and leadership and coaching, I love this stuff. I fire up when it comes to these kinds of things. So I came up with an idea. I said a couple of days back, I said, man, I heard this from somebody, from Anthony Robbins. This is who I heard it from. If you can't find what you're looking for, make it happen. Make it happen. So my question to you is, what is it that you want to make happen? What is it that you want to make happen? Maybe you've been looking for something. You've been looking to achieve something. You've been striving for something, but you just can't. You're going to have to make it, right? Somehow you're going to have to make it. It's like my businesses and the things that I do, my coaching, consulting, and those kinds of things to help people, to service businesses, families, youth, CEOs of companies. It doesn't matter who you are. I have to act as if I'm already there. That's the truth. We're acting, right? Acting has a lot to do with making money because you are an actor. Whether you want to accept the truth, well, you might have to accept the truth. You're an actor. I'm an actor. And the better that we become at acting, the more we generate. Isn't that true, right? If you look at like Charles Bronson or Clint Eastwood, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all these guys, these actors, the better that they got as actors, the more that they got paid. Now, we're not in movies. We could be in movies. Maybe I'm in a movie right now. But we're acting in other areas of life. Isn't that something? We are actors. When you go to work, right? When you're at home, whatever you're doing, if you're going to the supermarket, we're all acting. All of us are acting in some way or another. Either we're acting because we're being forced to act a certain way or behave a certain way or talk a certain way or think a certain way outside of ourselves. That's one way we can be acting. The other way that you could be acting is if you are being yourself. If you're being yourself. I've thought about this some time ago that if you drink a lot of alcohol or you do a lot of drugs, you alter yourself in some way, right? Where you're not really in the right state of mind. They say that the real you comes out. Like people they drink alcohol, they become, they can become emotional, they become belligerent, sad, whatever it is, the real person comes out. And then they use that as an excuse, right? The next day. Did you know how you were being? No, man, I was too drunk, right? You don't have to be on chemicals in order to become the best actor. You don't have to be. I think one of the main, there are three types, and you have to understand which type you fall into. Either you're an actor, right? Movie actor. You can like a chameleon. Now that can go positive and it can go negative too. You're either acting because other people are in control. I've heard of young people. In fact, I was talking to a young man the other day who said that he was in college and his parents were controlling his finances. So more or less, he's doing what he's doing because of them. But yet he wants to do something different. And when I spoke with him, he really lit up when he started talking about what he wanted to do versus what his parents were, or the money situation. I don't know what it is. Didn't know completely. I just had a little bit of a conversation with him. So you fall under three types of acting. I'll leave that to you to decide. And I'm going to be here for probably another 20 minutes. Since I'm not getting any questions, I'm not getting any feedback or anything like that, I'm just going to share a little bit more here, and then we'll just, like I said, wait a little bit longer, and I will stop the program within the next 30 minutes, and I'll be back here on Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's a challenge. It's a challenge getting yourself out there. It's a challenge sharing with people your services, especially when you know that you have something to offer people. I've just started really marketing myself. I'm not an expert in marketing, but I'm getting myself out there. I'm working on spreading myself throughout social media websites so that I can find the people to help, because I truly know that I have something that I can share, that I can offer you, especially the person that's really hungry. If you're really, really hungry and you're looking for a coach, I'll tell you, you don't have to look any further. I'm trying to do something here, which I'm going to do something here in a minute. And then we're going to come to, let me see, just play a little bit of background music that I like. Most people do not make it in acting. Or most people don't realize who they become, who they can become, because number one, they don't choose. You don't understand the power of decision. And if you don't choose, then how can you become something? How can you become somebody if you don't choose? Many people, we all put on different hats. We're all acting. And you can transform your life very quickly if you really want to, if you think about it, because you've experienced situations in your life where you've had to actually just change the person that you were instantly, right? Being at somebody's house or having a visitor, it's amazing how we can, if the law, right? If we're running from the law and the law officer faces us, it's amazing how quickly we can change character. So when I hear excuses from people about not being able to change or being stuck in an area, a lot of it is, sadly, you're believing a lie. You're really just believing a lie. You don't have to. You don't have to believe a lie. You can choose to believe a lie. Now, if you don't choose to become somebody, what happens? Right? If you believe you're an alcoholic, you will become an alcoholic. If you believe that you are successful and you know how to handle money and you have great ideas that you can explore to develop more income, if you believe that, if you honestly really believe that, of course, there's action tied to it too. It's not just believing. You become that. People are failing today big time because their acting is wrong. The acting is wrong. You and I are on the stage of life, right? Whenever I step into my vehicle, I'm acting. Whenever I step through my front door into my home, I'm acting. Whenever I step out of my front door, I'm acting. You're in the same boat. I don't know if you've ever heard anybody really talk about this, but we are actors. I'm an actor. And I remember a time where I was an actor, but I was not acting for me. I was acting for somebody else. You know, people pleasing. You walk on eggshells around people. You can't really express who you want to be. You can't really say, you know, you're having conversations with people, right? And you're thinking about what it is that you want to say, but you don't say it. Why? Because you're ashamed, or you feel small. You're not, whatever the situation may be. Your acting is not effective. And if we want to generate more income in this world, if we want to develop our businesses, we have to learn how to do these things. We have to be willing. You have to be willing to become a better actor, right? Sounds almost like magic. I remember a couple of years ago when I decided I'm going to start acting like a non-gambler. Really, I'm going to start acting like a non-gambler. And I would tell myself this. In fact, I would journal about it. I made a decision. You know? And I told myself that I'm going to act like a person that lives with no fear. I'm going to act like a person that has confidence. You see, all of these things that I thought about, man, and my mind and other people, you know, I've been laughed at. Other people have laughed. In fact, I don't give a shit anymore about people laughing at me anymore, because I know that I have a message. You see, I'm confident. I'm confident in my acting skills. I've polished up my acting skills to know that I can help other people. I can light somebody else's candle, right? One candle that lights another candle doesn't go out. It doesn't go out. And you want to know why I'm here? I'm going to tell you why I'm here. You see, you already have what it takes. You have what it takes to become the person that you want to become. As long as you're wanting to do something lawfully, right? I'm not talking about becoming a monster here against humanity. And some people act like monsters, right? We have those kinds of actors in the world. I'm here to awaken something that you have inside yourself. It's called whatever it takes. You have it inside yourself. It's called whatever it takes. I'm just here to help you wake. I'm here to wake that up inside you. That's really why that's what I'm a coaching for. That's what somebody called me, a preacher, earlier today. I guess I'm a preacher because I talk about the Bible. I'm just honest, truth, positive energy. That's what I am. That's who I am. And I don't have to apologize to nobody. Sometimes people want to pick fault with me, right? Do people ever want to pick fault with you? Especially when have you ever been correct and somebody came and wanted to pick a bone with you, but you knew you were correct? So you're sitting there staring at this individual, listening to them, rambling off, and yet you know that you have the truth. The truth shall set you free. Australian Health Show. Nathan is in the house. Hey, I played your song earlier, my friend. I played your song earlier. Yes, I did. It was quite a neat tune by Pander. I think you said it was Robbie, the Pander from Australia, the member, Robbie. Anyways, I'm just here. We've had a few people coming on and going off. I'm going to hang out here for just a little bit. We're talking about the power that we have within us to to rise up and to become the best people that we can become. And now's the time to really do it. I tell you, if we're going to rise up, if we're going to become, there you go. If we're going to become the best, you have to believe that. And it is a choice. You can't become the greatest actor if you don't know who that actor is. If you want to become, if you have a business and you want to become a great leader, a great businessman, okay, you have to start acting like a great businessman, a great leader. Because if you don't, it's not going to happen magically. A person that's working a regular job right now during this COVID-19, maybe your job's been impacted. Maybe it's been a difficult time for you with your job. It's been impacted and you don't really have a whole lot of positive people around you, and you've happened to stumble across this live stream program today here. What could you do? It's not a coincidence, first of all, if you've landed in front of this video. What could you do? Well, I'll tell you what. Can you get some paper? Can you get some pens together? There's a lot of that, right? You can go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube. You can buy a book. In fact, you can even get free books today. You sit down with yourself. You ask yourself some good questions. You put your plan together. What is it that you want to do? You're not working now. Maybe you're a little bit bothered because you don't have enough income, but you've got time. How are you going to use your time effectively right now? We can sit in front of the TV and we can complain and we can gossip and we can point a finger at other people, or we can point the finger at ourselves and say, you know what? I'm going to go to acting school. What could acting school be for you? Maybe it's to become, you want to go from a job to a business owner, right? Your job was affected and you're kind of getting tired of the effectiveness of these jobs or the non-effectiveness. So you figure, well, what can you do? What can you do that you might be able to earn some money from? You got to start somewhere. You got to start asking yourself the right questions. And on top of that, you should be associating with good people, people of energy, people of higher caliber that can help you think. Because if you don't, you tend to hang around with people that can't really think. Their mindset is really low energy. They don't have any enthusiasm. In fact, you go to talk to them about acting, they don't even know what you're talking about. Yep. Yeah, we are actors. My wife is an actor. I'm an actor. You're an actor. My children are actors. The real question that we need to ask ourselves and we need to really solidify is, what kind of an actor am I? Am I satisfied with my acting? Am I satisfied with my acting? Or do I need to really just move it up? You see, it's as simple as that. It's a process, but it's as simple as making a decision. You remember that one time that you had to make a quick decision? You had an experience in your life. You went somewhere. You met somebody. It was very awkward. Or maybe you were just, something was just so exciting that it really just kind of threw you off balance. And immediately you had to become a different actor. You have to become a different person instantly because of an experience. You made a decision. Well, my friend, if you could do it that quickly, if you can become a good chameleon that quickly, why couldn't you handle these situations in your life right now? These challenges, the money situation, right? We can sit here and complain. We can do that over and over. I'm going to encourage you to watch. If you're stuck, if you don't have the right finances coming in, if you're not where you need to be and you want to become your best actor, watch this video again. Watch it a second time. Watch it a third time. In fact, watch it 5 times if you need to, whatever it takes. That's what I say. So I see there's a couple of you watching. We're coming down to the end of the wire here. Hopefully, hopefully you're enjoying. Hopefully you're getting something out of this broadcast. I'm really surprised that I've had just maybe a couple of people come and go. And I know on Sundays we are going to be doing, eventually this Friday Night Alive is actually going to be turned into a mastermind group, probably at a later time in the evening. That most likely will be a paid program, a monthly subscription. The Sunday Alive program will be a no-cost program. As long as I get questions and I get challenged and we can figure some things out and I can share a few ideas with those of you that are interested, we'll keep that program going. Other than that, my fellow friends, we have to really start thinking better. We have to start thinking bigger. We have to start thinking in color of ourselves. If not, you'll end up continually you'll continue to procrastinate. You'll continue in your addiction. You'll drown yourself in your negative self-talk or your negative thoughts and anybody else, the people that you may be associating with. Listen, I'm not telling you to leave. I'm not telling you to do those things. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You have to make your own choices. But I am giving you a warning that you can pick up good vibrations or bad vibrations from people, from programs, from experiences. And that's going to turn you into a good actor or a bad actor, right? I want to be a paid actor. I want to be, in fact, I'm already getting paid. It's not enough yet, but it's getting bigger, right? It has to start off small. Whatever goes up must first start at ground level. So I'm here to wake up whatever it takes. And you already have it, my friend. Okay? Don't listen to the excuses. Do not believe the lie. But you can if you want to. I'm going to encourage you respectfully not to believe the lie because you do have what it takes. And like I said, I'm just here to wake that up within you. Okay? Act like who you want to. Lawfully. Okay? And think about this. When you begin to act like the person that you want to act like, creativity comes your way, belief grows, confidence develops. Journaling is something that you can use continually. So creativity, it just ideas on top of ideas begin to come in. Belief. When no one else believes in you, but you believe in yourself. No one else believes, but you believe in yourself. What a wonderful thing. Confidence builds. It makes you stronger. The more you take risks, calculated risks, you become a stronger person. You're becoming more of the actor that you truly want to be. Man, that's fantastic. And journaling is just another tool that we can use. It leads to vision. Okay? Journaling leads to vision, and vision leads to action. When you have something in your life that you truly feel passionate about, that you honestly care, that you're hungry enough, as much as you breathe, you begin to work on that. You begin to work on that, and you begin to develop that character in your life that you want, man. I'm telling you, this is now you're not gambling anymore. You're not really drinking. You're in control. Everything in moderation, right? Everything in moderation, because you're in control. You are, not the thing, not the experience. Oh man. Time to get excited, my fellow soldiers. All right, I'm gonna play my fellow Pender. We got to listen to that tune just one more time before closing out the program. Looks like nobody had any questions tonight. Hopefully I've made myself clearly understood. Maybe I didn't. I'm not too sure. Hopefully I got to continually work on myself then some more, right? That's the key. If at first you don't succeed, what do? You try, and then you keep on trying, and then you try again some more, and then you try, and then you keep on trying, and then you try again some more, and then you just keep on trying. Failure is part of is a major part of success. All right, here we go. The Australian show's recommended song to me, Soldier of Self-Mastery. So we're going to be ending here on this broadcast. I'm not too sure if maybe I need to come on a little bit later on Fridays, but we're going to be working on making some major changes. All right. Thank you for being here on the program. Those of you that were here, if you're trying to achieve something and you're having a hard time finding it, consider my coaching services over at soldiersofselfmastery.com. You can subscribe to what we're doing on social media, podcasting, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Sunday Night Alive, Power Hour, and most importantly, like I said, coaching. Coaching, if you're hungry, if you're really, really hungry. I'll fight through anything just to grant you your wishes. Tell you, feels good to be free from gambling. It feels good to be free from trauma, from fear. A good actor. Evil force. I'll save you from the evil force. All right, my fellow soldiers. Until my next broadcast, Sunday Night Alive Power Hour, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here, YouTube, Soldiers of Self-Mastery YouTube. Bring a friend. I'm just making a recommendation. Take some notes. Hey, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Learn how to become your best actor, just like me. Okay? No, you're not going to act like me. Come on now. Learn how to become your best actor. Where you are with what you have, everywhere. There we go. We're done. Wow, what happened there?